I already spent probably 2 hours. Wow, that is embarrassing. I've spent 2 hours trying to record my voice over this video using different editing software, and it's so frustrating. Video editors don't get paid enough. Anyway, this is me recording a long-form video workout. Some people say they like the sound of my voice. Other people say I sound monotone. Could they both be correct? Yes. Can some people enjoy the sound of a monotone voice? Yes. Can some people get out of their monotone voice when they're excited? Also, yes. This is me doing walking dumbbell lunges. You want to keep the weight in the front leg, and you can do like a wedding march if you can't stride into the next lunge. I did 8 to 12 per leg. That was my rep range. The next exercise that I'm supersetting this with is a barbell military press, or a standing barbell press, an overhead press with the barbell, whatever you want to call it. And this is an exercise where you are working your deltoids, your boulder shoulders, baby. This is an exercise that surprised me with how difficult it is to teach people when I did my personal training certificate and I guess got my first job. It is like teaching someone how to deadlift. I don't know, it's just people really want to stand still and they don't want to move their upper body like you can see I'm doing here. It's a lot of back and core as well. You almost make this like C shape as you bring the bar away from your face and then back over your head again. You don't really stand stiff and just push straight up. It's not how your body mechanics work. So you want to use other muscle groups to help your deltoids as you're pushing the bar over your head. This rep range I had 6 to 10. If the weight is too heavy to even make it to 6, you need to lighten your load. If you're getting way more than 10 reps, then you need to make your bar heavier. It's as easy as that. So I think I started recording maybe on my second set. I guess we'll see. And I'm just so sick of editing and overproducing things. So you get to see everything. You get to see the yard. You get to see me resting the camera on top of the dumbbells. You get to see me scratching the dog. Hopefully not scratching my ass. I don't know. I really just don't have the time and energy to look through all of this footage. So lucky you who is staying and watching the whole thing. So here I am with my, second or third set of lunges. We'll see. I can't remember when I started recording. But this was a class that was dead, and sometimes no one shows up to your class, and you don't cry, you just work out and make lemonade out of your sad lemons. And it was a beautiful day, and it's Mother's Day weekend. It's a morning. The Tuesday class was full. I had to make an extra station. It was very, very full, but no one came, and so I just got to work out alone and make this long form video. And you can see my little doggy having his little back scratch. Play. Oh, yay me. Yay past dibs. I'm giving the people what they want. You all want to see this really happy old dog rolling in the grass. Medo is going to be 15 in October. I should not be resting at this point. I should be going over to do my shoulder press. I can't remember which exercise I did first. Maybe that was the end of my second set. There we go. That was the end of my second set. I did 3 of those. On to the next exercise as we go. So now I am doing seated alternating dumbbell bicep curls. And this is for your biceps, as the title suggests. Let's see. You can see Medo's face in the corner. So I'm doing one arm at a time. You sort of change the shape to make sure the dumbbells don't whack you in the thighs as you bring them up. And you could probably do them a little bit slower. I am always a rushy McRushinson. Sometimes I'm good at doing things slow, as you'll see later on with other exercises. But biceps are not my strongest muscle. They are definitely something that I just didn't train for a long time because I thought it was just a vanity muscle, but you have to use it or lose it, as I say, and I should take my own advice. So I've been working my biceps a bit more, and then after the bicep curl I am doing some inverted rows on my equalizer bars, on one of these bars over there. So this is a back exercise. I am going to make sure that I'm not staring at the sun when I row up. I have an overhand grip, a pronated grip, and I'm squeezing from my shoulder blades, bringing my chest to the bar. This first set, I couldn't remember actually how many reps I was supposed to do, so I did like 16 very fast. And then you'll see next time I do it, I go inside and look in the program, and I was like, oh, it's only actually I think it was 8 to 12 or something, so I did them a lot slower because it's really easy for me. So I wanted to make it harder by slowing down the tempo, which is what you can do. If you don't have a lot of heavy weights at home, if you don't have a lot of equipment, you just do the exercise, but do it very, very slowly and controlled, and you're going to be sweating really quickly. The bicep curls were 8 to 12. On the program that I'm using, I actually paid for someone to make me a program because sometimes I will do things if there's money involved. Like, even me, a trainer, like, I can't push myself to follow the same program over and over, and I also have, like, ADHD, so I want to keep changing things up, but I need to stick to the program and follow my own advice. So sometimes, you know, I buy myself a little program. I was also just really curious to see how it would sort of look if I were to have an app, which some people have said that they think I should do, but oh my gosh, people who don't run businesses don't know how expensive things are. And also, I don't know, I have a lot of clients as well that are like just sick of technology and can't do things unless I am doing it with them. But I'm just trying to find ways of helping people do things where I don't have to be also body doubling them like in person, because I'm very tired. And so hopefully you feel like I'm there with you now as I'm doing this workout. And also, if you don't like the sound of my voice, you can just mute this video and turn on your own music and have me working out in the background. I don't know what you YouTube people do. Do whatever you want. It's your life. So these bicep curls, as I was saying, is 8 to 12. I don't know if that meant total or each arm. When it's a small amount like that, if you're going to do it total reps, you want to make it heavy so it actually feels hard after 8 or 12. If you want to lift lighter, then do 8 to 12 each arm and have a lighter weight. So here I am on my second set. I'm giving you a different angle here. And this is, after I check the rep range, so I go a little bit slower, just finding the right angle that feels good on my forearms and my biceps. My biceps were burning at this point after those bicep curls. So you're going to exhale as you go up, inhale as you go down. I'm still figuring out what people want from my commentary. Like, do you want me to coach you through the exercises? Are people just here watching me work out while they eat Maltesers and popcorn and drink bubble tea, or are y'all working out with me? I don't know. One of my friends told me that there is a podcast that he listens to, and he's listened to with a group of friends, that leads you through a workout just, auditorily, and without looking at anything, which is a cool concept. If you have a lot of people, instead of crowding around a TV or whatever, you just listen to the instructor teach you. I mean, you've got to be at a certain level of your fitness to be confident and comfortable with doing that, so I understand it's not for everyone, but yeah, that is something that would be interesting. I feel like I give good descriptions to people who need them, but then the thing that I suck at, or I don't know, sort of slows me down sometimes, is the fact that I think I'm mansplaining things, but people need the extra explanation, or I just think some things are common sense or common knowledge when they're not, and so I need to get over my fear of explaining things too much. And if someone already knows, then they won't be watching or listening because they already know, or they can skip that part. But you never know what you might learn. So I'm pumping myself up for this final set of bicep curls because they are brutal. Like I said, I don't do them often. There's my dorky transition lenses have gone very dark now that I've been sitting in the sun. It was such a beautiful day. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's a beautiful, beautiful spring day in British Columbia. So yeah, just breathe through your bicep curls, one arm at a time, and make sure you're not throwing your shoulder up. You should be just using your elbow joint. The seat sort of helps you with that, helps you control not using your shoulders too much, as your back can't swing or sway as well because you're fixed onto the bench. And then this is going to be my final set of my inverted rows. And again, I think I'm going to go nice and slow, just finding my angle. Oh, those are pretty quick. Not much of a pause there. I think I forgot that there we go. I think I realized I'm slowing the descent. And this is also an experiment in sort of just showing you not the polished, perfect version of everything. Because in a lot of my exercise tutorial videos, I want it to be good so you're learning how to do the right thing, but in just you watching me do a workout, you're learning that not all workouts have to be perfect. Like, I'm not perfect. A lot of the time you're too tired. Sorry that my dog's penis is front and center. I don't know how long this is going to last for. I don't know how long he's going to be standing there before he moves, but he's old, so he does that lead paint stare, you know? He just stands still and stares at nothing. I'm just setting up my next exercises, and yeah, there we go. Thank you, past dibs. I'm going to do a tricep now. I can't remember if I'm actually doing another superset or a tricep. I think I do a superset of weighted dumbbell calf raises and a sissy squat, and then I'm going to go into like a finishing set of dumbbell flies, which is like a rest pause set, which I'll explain when we get there. I'm just seeing which angle you want to look at my beautiful calves from. So here I am doing my calf raises. I'm trying to spread the weight evenly through all of my toes. If I was doing this inside, I would definitely not have shoes on, because you really want to feel the floor with your feet, and you want to make sure you're not rolling out. A lot of people do calf raises and their big toes lift up. You want to make sure you're squeezing all of your toes down, pressing them into the ground when you lift up. And I'm trying to have a little bit of air time at the top. Not every rep is perfect as I fatigue here, but that one's good. So you're trying to come up, stay, give a bit of a squeeze, and then control it as you go back down. If you can't balance, like with a dumbbell in each hand, just hold one hand on the wall or a bench or whatever while you have a dumbbell on the other side. Now, this is the sissy squat. It is a very strange exercise. I don't know what the story is with the name, but it's what sissies would definitely not do, because it's pretty brutal. You're getting your quads, and they will start to burn very, very, very quickly. It's not bad for your knees. You're not hurting your knees. If you have bad knees, you can probably do this. It's probably not as intense as a squat, because I guess you really control the angle that you have in between your thigh and your calf. Like, you can just do baby ones. I can go a little bit deeper than some people, and other people can go deeper than me. On a good day, I can probably kneel all the way down to the floor, even without holding something on, and then press myself back up, and I guess that is a cool goal to have, but you don't have to do that. You just got to do little dips, and I'll explain on the second set some of the things that people commonly do wrong. It is a bit confusing. You're trying to push your knees forward and try and keep a straight line, sort of almost straight line between your knee and your shoulder. It's like a little bit curved, just so you don't arch your back too much the other way. I think I'm going inside to have a sip of water now, and I was like, should I talk through this whole thing, or should I put some, let you guys listen to nature in the background? But I also have a Honey Dijon set playing on my computer while I'm working out, and this video will probably be flagged for copyright if I let you hear the sound. So just imagine there are birds tweeting, the wind is blowing. Oh, here we go. Meadow is getting a spa day. He did his roly-polies in the grass, so he's got pine needles all over him and seeds and dust in his tail and trying to get them out. But his hair is just so fine, and look at all that hair falling off him. When they get old, they just start to lose their hair, and then he's also on a tick medication, a preventative that gives him really dry skin. Poor guy. He loves being scratched. So I'm going to go into my second set of my calf raises, give you a little bit of a view from the backity back. I'm going to do my calf raises. Ooh, damn dibs. All right. Look at them calves. That's right. Oh, yeah. And I'm not even cycling as much as I was when I lived in a city. I should cycle this summer with my bicycle. But yeah, again, press evenly through your toes. Try and get a little bit of air time. Try and control it on the way down. I think at this point I'm over it. I think they're burning. It was a 9 a.m. workout. I know a lot of people go to the gym way earlier than that, but I just don't go to bed early enough to do that. My first client used to be at 5 a.m. when I worked in Australia. That was insane. I don't know how I did that. So here are my sissy squats, also from a different angle. Hopefully that helps a little bit. Another way to do it is if you stand in a door frame and put one hand on each side of the door frame and sort of slide your hands down. That helps with the balance aspect of it without you gripping something and making your body twist, because you sort of have something on both sides, so you're not tilting your hips either way. I think I did maybe 15 or 16, 12 to 16 of these each set. The calf raises were also, I think, 10 to 15 or 10 to 20. The sissy squats were written as 10 to 20. We have another little scritchity scritch for the old man who I think just stood there the whole time. I love him. He's so cute and smelly. I need to give him a sponge bath. Yeah, he really doesn't like being bathed. Also, we have not a lot of water here, so I guess summer is not the time for bathing. Oh yeah, I get his harness off so I can get right up underneath that. Oh yeah. Enjoy me scratching my dog for a little bit, I guess. And here we go for the last set. Oh, and I go a bit rogue here. I do some parallel calf raises, and then I do these first position calf raises with your toes pointed out and heels together, and then I do toes pointed in, heels pointed out, like pigeon-toed, just to get all of the angles of my calf for the last set, and get a nice good burn all the way around my lower legs. I think this is probably the best view of the Sissy Squat that I recorded that makes the most sense about how to do the exercise. Yeah, I guess when your form starts to slip, like here I'm getting a little bit tired and there's more gaps in between each rep. Probably think about ending your set. I start to feel a little bit of a clicking in my bad knee, and so I stop after, I don't know, 12 reps. I wasn't counting. I stop after less reps this time, or maybe I did a broken set, but yeah, just do this until you can't do it with good form anymore, or until you start to feel a bad pain. I had to mute this clip again just in case I get flagged for copyright because I'm listening to a DJ set in the background. So what I'm about to do now is a low incline dumbbell chest fly, and I'm aiming for 30 reps, and so I just do as many as I can in a row, and then I'm going to stop and take a break and then try and finish the rest of the set, or the rest of, the reps to get to that 30. Yeah, the rest of the set. As quick as I can. I only end up breaking it down to a set of 20 and then a set of 10. For this exercise, you're working your pecs. I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together to protect my shoulders, pushing my feet into the ground. Big breath in as the dumbbells come down, big breath out as you bring them together. And this is just like a one finishing set. Go, as hard as you can. So when you come down, you'll see that my elbow sort of just comes in line with my shoulder before coming up. If you go too low, your pecs stop taking the weight, and then you're using all your little shoulder muscles that you definitely don't want to be using for this exercise, because they are going to be very, very sore and unhappy with you. So that's my first 20. I stop. I take a few deep breaths just to gather myself again and give my muscles a second. And then I'm going to grab the dumbbells, lay back down, and do another 10 reps to get to my 30, because that's my target. And this is, just referred to as a rest pause set. You can do it, you don't have to do it in the same way that I did. You could do 15 reps and then a set of 10 and then a set of 5, or you could do 15 reps and then another 15, or 15, 5, 5, 5, whatever you need to do to make your target rep range of whatever it is. Mine was 30. You just want to keep that same pair of dumbbells that you had and rest as much as you need, but not too long, a short amount of reps. Oh, I think I'm pointing over here. Oh, yes, I said come and look at my view, because it's pretty amazing just laying there, and that's what I got to look at while I was doing my exercise. Beautiful blue sky, lovely trees blowing in the wind. So yeah, that's my workout. I hope someone watches this and you like the sound of my voice and you get to do the workout for yourself. Love you, bye.